Observation of the day. So I've been watching on X how all the white people on X are so excited because, let me read for you, the US government just told an Afrikaner delegation that the following 4 preconditions must be met before any normalization of bilateral relations between the United States and South Africa can happen. Now, I find this very interesting that the United States is telling Afrikaners, an Afrikaner delegation, what their preconditions are. They are not even telling our own president or our own government what preconditions need to be met before they can normalize bilateral ties. No, they're not telling our president nor our government. They are telling an Afrikaner delegation, because it seems like in 2025, the Afrikaner, also known as the Dutch settlers, are still in control of the country. And here I thought that, apartheid was over. The Dutch settlers are not in power anymore. Our president is Cyril Ramaphosa. Our government is the GNU. But no, I'm observing something else. Very interesting. And these are the preconditions. Number 1, farm attacks and farm murders be classified as priority crimes. This is what the US is telling these delegates. Farm attacks and farm murders must be classified as priority crimes. Second, the ANC must publicly distance itself from and condemn kill the boer and kill the farmer. Third, expropriation of any property only takes place subject to fair compensation and only after all legal processes have been exhausted. Fourth, American companies, I don't say American, I'll say USA. USA companies be exempted from Black economic empowerment legislation. This was what they shared with a delegation of Afrikaners, and these Dutch settlers are namely Mulder, Theo de Jager, I don't know who the other is, those two. So very interesting, because farm attacks and farm murders must be classified as priority crimes. This is what the US wants, because, the US is the government that we've voted for, right? The Trump administration, of course, is the government that us South Africans voted for. That's why Trump can tell us that farm attacks and farm murders must be classified as priority crimes. Forget about femicide, forget about how women are being killed, like more women and girls that have been killed more than any other demographic in South Africa. No, forget about that. Because no, Trump only wants us to prioritize farm attacks and farm murders. Okay? Interesting. Our president, President Trump. Then our President Trump, our president, the president of South Africa, Trump, he says that the ANC, which is this other party in South Africa that is not even in power, because now the party in power is the GNU. But actually, they're also not in power because, Trump is in power. So Trump says that the ANC must publicly distance itself from and condemn kill the boer and kill the farmer. Because, Trump has the right, and our Dutch settlers, because, they are all in power. They have the right to tell the ANC and the majority of South Africans who this chant and this song has a very significant meaning. So the ANC have to now go tell the majority people, you know that song that has so much meaning to you? No more. You cannot sing it anymore. Which, okay, if they can't sing it anymore, I would suggest change the lyrics, Kiss the boer, kiss the farmer, or have sex with the boer, have sex with the farmer, or whatever you want to do with the farmer and the boer, but just don't say kill. Okay? Don't say anything of that. Okay? Joel with the boer, Joel with the farmer, mix children like me, have a lot of colors, whatever. We could also do that. Okay? But of course, remember, because our president is Trump. Then also, our President Trump said that the expropriation of any property only takes place subject to fair compensation and only after all legal processes have been exhausted. Which actually, this is already in our Expropriation Without Compensation Act. It does say it cannot be arbitrarily expropriated, and also it cannot just be without compensation. It has to go through a process. So I don't know what our President Trump is talking about, I really don't know. So you Dutch settlers, you must talk to our President Trump, because we already know that this is a fact. Then US companies must be exempted from BEE legislation. Now again, because Trump, like I said, our president wants all US companies to just come in and not be, they have to come in and be exempted from triple BEE, because, they are special. But, all our European companies and any other foreign companies, no, they must still be under triple BEE, but not the companies from our President Trump. No. We cannot have that. We cannot have that, because they are special. The USA and our President Trump and our Dutch settlers, they are special people. To hell with the rest. Forget about the majority, the non-whites in South Africa. Forget about us. We have no say. No. Forget about the GNU, who is our actual government. No, they're not the government. They're just there because Trump is the government. Forget about all the other foreign companies in South Africa that have to comply with triple BEE and just comply and don't say anything. No, they're not important. Only focus on what is good and right for the USA and for the Dutch settlers. That's what's going on now, people. That's what's going on now. Our country is being run by the minority once again, which is the Dutch settlers. They're running our country again. And our president is not even South African. He's not even in South Africa. He's not even running. He's not even living in South Africa. He's not even South African. But he has more say than we, the majority, who elected our government. This is the observation I'm making. We are living in weird times, people. Very weird times.